Welcome to this live podcast episode of Let's Mind Travel. Tonight, I am my guest is going to be Absyrd. Just to give you guys a little bit of an intro, I've been aware of Absyrd as an artist for I would say well over 10 years. I first saw him in the battle rap circuit. I actually at one point even did a show at one of the battles that he hosted. And I've always been a big fan. I've always loved the music he puts out, and it's always, it's of substance, and you can tell the guy is extremely passionate. And the one thing that I enjoy the most is just, being an observer of someone who's extremely passionate about something. And is definitely an amazing artist to share with everybody. All of you guys, I believe that you guys will enjoy his work. And so just to give him a little intro, and so just also one other thing, I actually posted this on Instagram earlier, and we got this new project going on. And I don't know if you guys are aware of what a chat is necessarily, but it's just, it's whatever you want it to be. In all actuality, it's whatever you want it to be. It doesn't matter. But if you go to the website, it's very easy. It's thechadco.com and you use LMT10, you will get 10% off. So shout out to the Chadco. I'm actually wearing one of the shirts right now. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't. If you do, it's rad. If you don't, it's just rad anyway. So check it out right there. Or actually, I'll just probably have to put it on somewhere else. I'm like having a hard time figuring it out. But it looks like the Dare sign. It's very cool. Go to the chadco.com actually and check out the full optic of it. You can see the different options we have. We got a t-shirt, a hoodie, whatever. But with no further ado, a dude that's definitely not a Chad. Okay. A dude that I'm a big fan of for a long time now. I appreciate him taking the time to be here. And also, just so you know, in case it's like loud or there's dogs or anything like that, I'm in a room that just got painted. It was the only one that really worked for tonight. And then I have to have the windows open. So my apologies. I'm going to try to be mindful and make sure that I mute my mic and you guys don't hear very much of it. But if you do, my apologies. But with no further ado, my man Absyrd, what's going on, dude? How are you?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's up with y'all? I'm doing well, man. How you doing?
I can't complain, dude.
The hydrating, bro. You gotta hydrate.
You gotta hydrate. I was telling you earlier. It's like I do everything I can to dehydrate myself all fucking day. I need to make sure I balance that out.
Plenty of water, bro. It's good for you.
Hell yeah. This is water. That's promoted by water. I'm promoting water right now, heavy. But yeah, dude. So like I was saying in the intro, dude, the first time I was really introduced to you was in battle rap. Is that something by chance? Are you still like a big fan of it? Is it still just out of curiosity?
Yeah, I still I'm always gonna have that passion for it. I did it really young as a kid. I was probably 15 years old, traveling to LA and going, I grew up in the Central Valley, so it's about 4 or 5 hours from LA, and a younger kid. I would take the Greyhound by myself sometimes, even. It was spicy, bro, but I had a passion for it. And then when it jumped into the written era, like the grind time era and stuff like that, naturally I kind of flocked towards that, and I was hosting and doing that. And now I like to do music more, but I still watch it religiously. I buy pay-per-views, and we watch them in the discourse. Most of the people don't even know battle rap like that, so they're like getting exposed to these bigger matches and stuff that I enjoy watching, at least because it's still a sport to me. So yeah, I definitely still love it.
Out of curiosity, dude, because it's big, and if you're in that space, just like I've never been to Comic-Con, but it's fucking huge. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to deny how big this shit is. Like I've been to a battle rap event where people were outside stacked just to be close to an event. You know what I mean? Actually, it was back in like the bunker or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
It was dope, dude. But what I'm getting at is, what do you think is like hindering it from breaking into, I don't want to say mainstream necessarily, but that kind of an audience? Because anybody I've ever shown battle rap to is all about it, dude. It's you kind of have to know a battle to show somebody, because you don't want to get one that's too necessarily nuanced in the culture. But
yeah,
I mean, like, what do you think, man? Because it's so dope. Like you're saying, it's like the ultimate form of expression and art to me, dude.
So I think right now what's going on in battle rap, and it's been built for, it's been going on for years. People have been trying to build to this point. Is there's some major things going on. I think one of the things is they have this VH1 show that's coming out, and it's called like Bags and Body Bags or something like that. and it's all these rappers that live in this house, like a reality show type thing, and they're all battling each other, and the winner gets 100 grand. So they have stuff like that goes on, and then they got things like Disaster recently announced that their Disaster is battling Crooked Eye or King Crooked, which is substantially big match. I mean, Crooked's done a lot of high quality writing. I mean, he's a legend, but there's other people he's also faced, and maybe that hasn't even brought the spectrum into being like, mainstream, even with those battles, battling Cassidy and things like that. So there's guys doing that, but then they got like Drake, who owns Caffeine, which is like a Twitch streaming type of service. All right. And they have URL hosting tournaments for 100K. They gave 150,000 away to two different rappers that, the winner and the runner up ended up splitting the money. It was 75 and 75. So like, that's a lot of money for battle rap, bro. I mean, that's crazy. Somebody got paid 75 grand to battle.
And that was just the one-time thing, like
one time
match.
Yeah.
I remember at one point, bro, I think I don't know the last. I watch like older matches, like the classics, and I just will get in the rabbit holes and like kind of follow them. But I remember at one time hearing dudes getting like 90 grand for battles, dude. Like it was crazy. I guess that's like URL or like certain events.
Yeah, you figure like, Cassidy got 250,000 at one point.
That's crazy. I thought
insane.
I thought when that happened, that would bring a couple of people out the woodwork, like, wow, someone got 250K. Like, but it's a dangerous thing to do, bro. If you're like a real artist, like that's,
you got to protect the culture still. There's a lot of people that still are very argumentative. Like, why would we want these people in here? Like, there's all these bigger battlers that are the guys that are front running.
Just real quick, I think like you scooting up a little bit or something helped it like 100%, man.
Is that better now?
Hell yeah, dude. Dope, right. Dude. I love it when it gets better as we go, dude.
Yeah, see, that's the point. It always doesn't go good when it gets worse. So that's
there it goes, bro. Nothing good, nothing bad around the same. But yeah, man. But dude, I hope I love raps, and I still watch it all the time. So that's where I first saw you, dude. Was in battle rap. It was Assault and Battle, and I actually did a show where you guys were hosting it. I remember one of the groups, Weapons of Mass Destruction. Dude, is that still a group that you're familiar with by chance?
Not completely. No, I do remember them though. Yeah,
it was just like a random memory from it, dude. But going back a little further, man, like just out of curiosity, what was like your first impactful moment with music that put you on this path? That moment that kind of triggered this for you?
I got into music and like making music and like rapping because I was in trouble a lot, so that was kind of like my way to not be out there running the streets like a crazy person. But I think the biggest thing for me is like and this goes right back to battling, like I was doing music, but it wasn't crazy good. So nobody's really like, I'm getting the realism that my music's not good and I got to spend some years really perfecting this craft and understanding what I'm good at rapping about or what I even should be rapping about, and that's takes years at a time, but I remember my first freestyle battle and I've always been really good at freestyling. I still am. And I go into the place and I don't know anybody there. I'm there with a couple B-boy homies. They're doing 2-on-2 B-boy battles and I'm there with them. And there's no mic or anything. It's just a big circle and they're playing beats and fools are going back and forth at each other. But they're like marking people out and folks are just leaving the circle, So I'm like, I just remember going in there and like dropping a bar and everybody, and it might have been maybe a couple hundred people at the most, but them going absolute berserk. And I immediately, my mind was like, yo, I might be onto something. I'm actually decent. Hold on. I just got to figure out what this craft is that I don't know I have, and that was when I was probably 16. Yeah. So, and, I'm 35 now. So that was a long time ago at this point.
That's funny. Yeah. That parallels a lot of like an experience I had, dude, because I actually played drums and I had a buddy that played guitar and we would just kind of like rotate other people that played instruments and we would just record music on a 4-track, me and him, and just did everything between the two of us, But then I heard underground and I was like, well, I love this, and we used to go to parties, and the first time I really freestyled it was really me and the only white dude that rapped. So they like, oh, you guys should battle each other. And dude, I got this dude so mad that he like threw a little fit, and then there was a fight around it, bro, and like someone got hit with a fishing pole. I remember that
Oh my
vividly.
God.
But the
So
guy,
amazing.
but it was hilarious because he was getting all mad and shaking. So I said he was doing an MC Hammer dance or something, dude, or I don't fucking know, bro. But that's funny. Like we should do a freestyle, bro. Maybe a little bit later on, dude.
Yeah, you know the vibes.
I love freestyle, and I suck at it, dude, for the most part. Now I don't suck at it, but I'm not like the best that I ever was at it.
Okay.
But like,
Yeah, no,
it's still
I hear
fun,
you.
bro. You know
It's
what
still
I'm
fun.
saying?
It always will
I
be,
can
bro.
still rhyme phenomes, bro. I can still get phenomes together, Ty. You know what
We
I'm
can
saying?
do it.
Hell yeah. But yeah, dude. So as far as like venturing into music and stuff, so when was like the first show that you did?
The
Start that before making music?
So no, I was making music first. I was I had found these little online chat rooms when I was like 15. If you're hearing banging, that's my son walking above me.
If you hear dude, if you hear dogs, that's fucking
yeah, here we are, bro. Here we are.
This is hip hop, bro. This is hip hop.
I'm gonna go up there and tell my 2-year-old, look, son, yeah, I'm on an interview right now.
We're talking battling, bro. You know?
No, but like I doing music was fun, but I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really getting a whole bunch of places with it. There wasn't anybody biting early. So battles kind of lured me into the dark side of just going out there and just battling everybody and anybody all the time at every place in the middle of Target. I don't care. Let's do it like that. And that was like my mind state for so many years, but I got
like
signed.
Would you bait people into battles and shit, bro? At
all
Target?
the time.
Like, would you? So, like, how would you do that, Don? So you're at Target. I'm at Target, bro. How do you get me in it, dude? How do you get me?
I don't. What's crazy to think about is like all the guys, all the people that were rappers in the small city that I lived in. At the time, all those people knew each other. So like, if we seen each other at Target, we were like, "Oh, it's on. Let's do it, bro." Then nobody would want to. People wouldn't even go outside. They would just start rapping.
So like, that was like on site, right? But like, as far as what about just like a mark, bro? How would you spot maybe just a random mark that you felt like this motherfucker might freestyle battle me right now?
Yeah, there people be walking. Yeah, absolutely. If fools were walking through,
how would that go about?
I don't. It would get spicy. I don't know.
Tell me a story.
Like, hey,
Tell us a story, bro. That's a fun story.
Like, okay,
I
so
love that, bro. I love that shit.
So like I don't know. Most of these people you could just walk right up to. Yo, what's up? You rap, bro? It's almost like gangbangers that are like, what's up? What you bang, bro? We'll say, hey, what's up, bro? You rap or what? You be rapping? Like basically press him, and then it's like a conversation because then it's like, yo, either he doesn't rap, nah, I don't rap, or he does and he don't want to say he does, or he's like, yeah, this motherfucker's crazy. We're in Target getting milk, bro, right?
Like, would you just have to let off on a dude like sometimes? Like, fuck it, they ain't into it, but you just gotta let off on him because it was so easy.
And the homies and all of us, we ran around everywhere. A couple of us, some of those guys didn't even rap. We just ran around. They were just the dudes.
Bro, you had it, dude. That's fucking great, dude. You had fucking hype man for your dude. You should. Now, if you put that on YouTube, if you put that on YouTube, dude, that'd be like a fucking viral sensation, dude.
We're gonna do it then.
Dude, we gotta do it, bro.
Somebody's gonna eat the hot chip next month and then have a boxing match right after.
I'll rip your SoCal division, dude. It'll be great. It'll be amazing because I feel like people wouldn't expect me to walk up to him and battle rap him, bro.
Bro,
I don't got battle rap me vibes, dude. So it'd be great.
You gotta set the tone sometimes. Just walk up and just get them with it.
You just gotta be hip hop, dude. And you gotta let them feel hip hop.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
that's the beautiful part of it all, though.
Yeah. That's great, dude. So off to so like you had so as of right now, man, let me ask you just to kind of get into this. Born Evil Studios, when did that come about, dude? When did you start? Because Born Evil Studios, well, tell the people what like Born Evil Studios is, what it all encompasses, like, give it a nice little.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate it.
Of course.
Okay, so I've had a couple groups in my lifetime, and all of them have been cool and fun for what they were. But Born Evil, we're on year 3 right now. A buddy of mine, Uriel, Jay Winfrey's an artist, actor, really talented human being. And me and him started it together. And it was kind of just like, it was started as a collective, and that's how it's always been. It's always just been a collective of people. There's talented artists, there's glass blowers, there's wire rappers, there's producers, video people, there's guys that are hype men. There are, goes back to that. There's just some guys that are coincidentally have been around or been a hang around for years. It's like, so all sorts of walks of life are amongst the group. And we have a Sweden division. We have people in Sweden, 3 or 4 artists that we have albums coming out with, but I've been working with those guys for, 10 years, 12 years when I had other groups, but so we tackle all that spectrum. We started this 3 years ago. Year 1, we worked on nothing but music. We put out like 30 projects, amongst all the different artists and different people that were amongst the circle. And, and I can link everybody to some of those. There's some really great guys. And then, year 2,
I believe the link tree actually also is in the
it does have
for
everything. Yeah.
For people that want to, I would say, yeah, I mean, if you want to look at it now, it's cool and come back or open it on a different screen. But yeah, it's definitely there to copy and paste and go to later, just so people know, man. As you talk about it, they're going to get more and more and more and more intrigued, bro. They got to know.
Yeah. So like, so year 2, we started focusing on podcasting, online promotions, videos, skits, things that we just wanted to do to try to create that sit down. And we had that weekly sit down every Sunday for that whole year of doing a podcast we have called Evil Season. And, there's been all kinds of different actors and artists and different people on it. But it was really more about like 3 or 4 of us sitting down, taking a shitload of dabs and making fun of shit that we wanted to make fun of. We had times where we talked about mental health and other things, of course, naturally, because we do like to touch that stuff. It is important to try to touch the bases, check on your people. But it was always, that year was always just built off us just building more camaraderie collectively. We do these things every year, different type of events where everybody from New York and the Florida guys and everybody from the California and the West Coast, we all link up. Like Friendsgiving is coming up next month. It's the week before Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving. And everybody comes. Like there'll be probably 150 people here. It'll be crazy, and since I moved to Washington, everyone's coming here, so it's different. And so now this year 3, we started it off. We're creating more private following type thing, like a Discord, for instance. We have a pretty good Discord, has about 500 people in it, but it's like every day there's people in there. They're blowing glass. They're productive. We're instilling this productive and positivity factor amongst everyone collectively. That's like one thing. People are all going through issues and things like that. And so it transforms from just music to podcasting to camaraderie, back to camaraderie again, and trying to really build that fundamentals of friendships and bonds, because those are the people that trust and love you and that will actually support things that you're doing, because there's not a lot of support out there for people. So the biggest thing about BE now is that it's the support system and the people that are surrounded around it all, so
and that's true, bro. There isn't, if you went around and you told like 100 people some awesome news about something that just happened, you're like, yo, this randomly just happened to me, I fucking won the lottery, they would be like, fuck you, man, get out of here. Or they would just ask you for money, dude. But they would not be happy for you necessarily, or like, well, I guess that's a horrible example with the lottery, but even like someone that gets a promotion at work, or someone that gets a new job that's rad, or someone gets a new car.
That's the place where people come and they're like, yo, bro, I made $1 million today. Everyone's like, yo, let's go. I got the little zoom in. You got to do the zoom in on the face, bro.
The zoom, bro.
Yeah,
but I think it's actually sad. I mean, there are a lot of. I mean, it all depends, man. Like I choose not to like keep too close people that don't fit a certain vibe. The vibe attracts the tribe attracts the vibe, or the other way around. Whatever the fucking saying is, bro. I think the vibe attracts the tribe.
Facts.
But but I think it's kind of sad, bro. Because if you can't support somebody, it means that you don't even really support yourself. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a sign of a lack of confidence in oneself, because bigging someone up is hard to do if you ain't feeling good about yourself. And so hopefully people like that, hey, let's fucking do something to make you feel better.
Let's fix
like you're saying, it's a mental health thing as well, bro.
It's like you're overwhelmed, bro. It's cool.
Dude,
I get it. I get there, bro. I don't, when I feel like I have 14 things to do, I don't know what to do sometimes. And part of that is like I need to just say it out loud. And then like there's people that are, bro, I'm telling you, like it's a all 24-hour thing. There's people in that Discord. It's kind of crazy
That's
because it
dope, dude.
started with a group of like 8 or 9 of us in there, and then you
Yeah.
bring that 8 or 9 people and they start telling people and everyone starts fundamental. Like we have a pretty good woman demand ratio in there. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, man. So
Women are welcome,
so you have a good spread of like demographics, so everyone is well represented. Like they go in there, there's good, women, whatever.
You
But
know how weird the
well,
internet
that's
is very
dope.
weird,
Well, that
guys.
that, that that just shows also though, man. Like if you're able to retain a lot of people, especially that like men and women, means that there's a lot of cool, diverse stuff going on, and people are creating good bonds with each other. So that's dope.
If you guys are interested in that, the link tree link has the Discord in it. You guys are more than welcome. Anytime there's people always in there dabbing and working and doing cool. It's cool, man. It really is a blessing. This year has taught me a lot of understanding for that.
Bro, let me ask you an important question, dude.
Shoot.
When did you take your first dab, dude? Tell me about your first dab. Or like the first best dab. Maybe
okay.
The first time I smoked weed was out of a fucking straw when I was 10, bro. That would be my first time still smoking.
Yeah, no, I definitely did that too. That's probably why my lungs suck now compared to they were. But
plastic ain't good, bro. I learned early, bro. When you melt it, inhale it's not a good look.
It's charcoal biscuits. Oh my god. So the first real good dab I had, I was quitting opiates. I've been clean for 15 years almost, or not 15 years, probably like 12.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you. And I don't really even fluctuate over that because in my mind, if you just, most people just like to talk about it a bunch, and I just tend to kind of, well, it's cool. I'll talk about it in my music sometimes, and other than that, but I was just looking back on it the other day, and that was a long time ago. But this is what's like really probably saved me from not taking, fucking opiates anymore.
I think it's a positive thing, a notion to put out there, bro, to be honest.
Cannabis is a great way, guys. It's a great way.
Like staying off of something like opiates for 15 years, which is like the most addictive thing you could really get addicted to and dangerous wise. And there's something that literally shout out to, fucking cannabis, man. You could grow your own weed and then you can make your own concentrates. So if you need to get a plant, shout out to Clone Guy Industries, by the way. CloneGuyIndustries.com is the website. But man, you could literally buy your own weed plant, grow it up to 6 of them in California or whatever state you're in. Look at the laws, but there's a reason why it was illegal for so long. So right now is the first time you could legally do it in like 100 years. So why not take advantage and see why people did it for thousands and thousands and thousands of years before they told you couldn't do it.
Everybody thought Texas wouldn't go legal, and they're already popping off over there right now. There's 30 shops my buddy owns out there. It's crazy, bro.
Once Texas is like real legal, that's gonna be the biggest economy
changes
possibly on the planet, dude. Because it'll give everybody a reason like, fuck it, I'll just move to Texas. Like now I want to move to Texas.
Yeah.
Like I don't got to worry about getting arrested for the rest of my life for a fucking.
I live 20 minutes from Idaho, bro. We almost bought a house in Idaho, and I said, nah, I don't want to go to prison because they're gonna come to the house or something, and they're gonna find a little bit of wax and be like, you're going to prison, bro. Their laws are just as strict as Texas, bro. Idaho is.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty gangster out there. But so you were saying though, so the first dab you were saying you took.
Okay. So I went, I was working with
like give me a setting, like what okay.
No, you're good. No, I'm stoned. We're good here. We're straight.
Likewise, bro. Likewise, man. Likewise, dude.
So I went seen one of my buddies. He's a comedian, but he was a bud tender at this spot in Bakersfield, and I would drive an hour, go pick up a bunch of flour.
What is the shop called, bro?
Highway 99.
No way, bro. I used to make batteries for those dudes.
Good dudes. Man. Yeah, Greg Tolman, the homie Greg Tolman.
Bro. Yeah, they actually ran a shop in the Valley too called SAVDM.
Yeah, bro.
I forgot the dude, little white dude.
Jay,
but
you talking about Jay, little white
Jay
dude?
was the fucking man, bro. Fucking Jay was.
Bro, they had some of the best flour ever. Even back in the medical days was spazzy, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Jay, bro. They used to grow it at the one in the Valley, dude. Someone bought it out from him, I believe, but like it was fire, bro. That was actually like one of the first spots that I did a little event with somebody when I was selling little wax pens.
I had a cannabis media business. I started some of my first like promotions was with their shops. But yeah, so I go over there, I meet my boy Greg, and he's like, "Hey, bro, I know you're buying all this flour and you love flour, but check it out. I got this wax. All right. It's called Moxie. And Moxie's a pretty well-known brand in Cali, but they're a little obviously got bought out by somebody else and they're not so good anymore.
That's
But
like that's high for people that don't. That's a pretty high end concentrate to start with. That's like starting with AAA flour. Like that's like starting with
yeah, he
like
gives me a half
champagne.
gram
Like
shatter of lemon
that's
OG,
champagne.
bro.
Yeah.
I bring
Oh,
it
dude.
home.
And the terps on that, bro.
All I had was like the little Globy back in the day, you know, with the little tiny D. So I'm like,
Yeah,
all right,
no.
I take the dab, and as soon as I exhale, I'm like, yo, that tasted amazing.
Yeah,
And I was having body aches, you know, I was having body aches from not having opiates and shit. So I'm like, my mind is blown at that point. I'm like, oh my God, I love this shit. I got to go back and get like 100 grams of it, bro. I got to get this because it's literally, I was able to just take a couple dabs and I would not only be extremely stoned for a long period of time, but it was taking away those body aches and that process of feeling sick really from not having opiates. And when you're taking them as aggressive as I was, Jesus Christ, you know, but yeah, it's a true blessing, bro. Seriously, because that stuff really not only was the flavor profile just amazing, is it just really told my mind like, yo, you're good. All you need, just take some dabs, bro. They'll fuck you up and you'll coast through it.
Bro, like that's one of the things like early on because I had a vape shop and then I had a buddy who was selling our wholesale products to dispensaries and I saw that they didn't have a way to promote themselves really aside from like, you know, little fucking throwaway jars that people toss.
Yeah.
But so I did little batteries for them and like I was saying the first event I did was I think the dude he was a cool dude, man. Shout out to the dude whatever. I think he's doing cool things now, but fucking at SAVDM. And when I saw the demographic of people, I had never really been into a lot of dispensaries. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like heavy smoking at the time necessarily,
Yeah.
but it was a venture. And when I saw the demographic and like talked to people that were using concentrates, because what I would do is I would sell them a pen and then I had someone next to me selling concentrates. They could try it on the spot. And I kind of told them like, you know, this is just a much more effective way. It's better for your lungs, like all the benefits, you know, that you want to tell somebody. But bro, like the stories you would hear would make me like super passionate about it, bro. Like I got on like I really I was stoked that I entered that field and was able to kind of because I always smoked when I was younger, but I was kind of on a little bit of a break in life from smoking. But I'm glad that I got reintroduced to the circuit, man. It's been, you know, 10 plus years or whatever, but that's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about it, dude, is you really from the outside looking in, and if you still look at it through a taboo lens, you don't allow yourself to see all the benefits. Not only that, but like who all it benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like all the people that would love to fucking share with everybody else the cannabis they use, but it's maybe a state that's not legal and that sucks. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, dude. Shout out to Cannabis, bro. You know, this episode, you know, sponsored by fucking cannabis, bro. Why not? You know, like as a whole, the plant, you know. No kidding.
Let's go.
But so let's go. So yeah, man. So music wise, Born Evil, obviously the collective is dope. I like the vibe, man. And like you said with the Discord, you know, obviously the vibe is dope. So everyone go check that out. And as far as the music, man, so when you put out how much of like the producing are you doing, man, as far as beats and all that?
So this is a conversation that me and some of the homies were just having too, because they're constantly like, are you producing your whole project or are you gonna outsource? And so like the one thing I'm big about, bro, is adding to my catalog. I like adding to that catalog, bro. So the last couple projects, I would say last like 4 or 5, I've done some production on it, and then the rest of it was outsourced stuff. You know, like just people that I would generally find, hit them up, buy the beat, support that factor, which is a big thing. You know, there's a lot of people out there that just don't want to buy beats or spend money and would rather just rip something off YouTube and not. There's a bigger plateau for it. I know how to get paid from these sources as long as we do it correctly and legal, you know, so that's always been a big deal for me. But I probably the next couple projects after this new one that comes out on Halloween will probably be solely produced by me.
Like
These
on the Hangover by chance album, the Hangover album, like what were some of the songs you produced on that one, dude?
Poison.
That's a hard ass beat, bro.
It was a collab, but yeah, we both I basically made it, and then it was kind of like he added other sounds to it, which was tight because it did bring it all together.
Yeah.
But and that was the first time I had really done like a collab like that, because I'm not normally a producer. You know, the last probably like 3 or 4 years I've gotten pretty deep in it. You know, I just got Avid certified through Los Angeles School in 2020. So spent some time doing that, and I just, you know, I like to produce when I can, and then also I like to add people. You know, I have like Johnny Slash on the new project. He has tons of production all over all sorts of projects, Demerick and all these other cats, and then he's got all these East Coast people that generally are fall under the same stature type of music that I do anyway. Um, so it's kind of like a win-win situation. So those are reasons why I would pick maybe somebody like him. And then I have this the homie Jay Pats, who's just 19-year-old kid from San Diego. He's not known or anything. His most of the beats that he has get very little plays, and they're really good, bro. So I'm like, yo, we got a game plan. We got to get you thousands of views, bro, because I can tell you right now, more people will buy these beats. They just have to be marketed differently, you know? So that's the spectrum.
Out of curiosity, dude. I mean, the beat selection and like your ability to spot incredible beats and put obvious like lyrics behind them is dope, dude. One of the tracks that I'm the kind of dude I can listen to the same track like 100 times in a day if because I drive a lot, man, and there's certain songs where real talk, if I'm not paying attention to the whole thing, it's like the best ambiance for the driving experience, regardless, because
Exactly.
of the beat, dude. And it's no disrespect to the lyrics, it's just the beat is just it's like a flow. It's like putting you in a vibe. You know what I'm saying? And the lyrics are obviously fucking amazing. Is Gold. Who produced that one by chance, man? Shout out to that
The
person.
so I have two songs that are labeled gold, which was not
Oh,
planned.
the one that's on Hangover. The one
Yeah, the one on
yeah.
Hangover is produced by the same guys that co-produced Poison with me, which is I'm fucking hold on. I'm blanking out here. I'm blanking out, bro. Hold on.
It's all right,
It's
bro.
like
Shout
on
out
the
to Dabs.
no, I know that's it. That's
By the way, bro,
um
have you seen the Chad, dude? Have you seen Chad apparel by chance, bro?
I have. I just seen you posted it a bit ago, and I went ahead and went and looked because you know it makes
Bro,
perfect sense to
bro,
be.
I got you, bro. I got you on a Chad shirt. We need Chad awareness and across the globe.
Track pros. That's what it is. I for some reason I was like thinking in my head, it's track pros, Rob. You're good. And then I was like, all right, just go and look because you say the wrong name, you're gonna feel silly. Yeah, so shouts to my boys, track pro, shouts to Darren. Good people, and they have tons of big production all over all sorts of projects, industry wise. And that's a reason why I worked with them a lot on that project, because they are really good at what they do.
Dude, that beat is fucking. There's something about like certain instruments and movement within beats that instrumental is just incredible, bro. And then like the verses you lay over it, the fucking hook, everything is just that's a song for sure that's been heavy in the rotation recently, man.
That's
And then
tight.
the latest stuff is it. Let me my memory ain't the sharpest at the moment, bro.
No, see, here we
But
are. This
pint,
is what
but is it Legend? Is in it Pint? Is it something
Pint
Pint, bro?
Therapy.
Pint Therapy, bro.
Okay,
But
so yeah, you know, we have
but
the three whiskey projects. You have 1780, you have Hangover, and then you have Pint Therapy, which is like
some
three explanations of everything of what I was going through over these last, couple years.
would you say like is it full spectrum as far as the music output for the emotion behind it? Like because I get a different overall vibe from the hang, which I think it should be, man. I think you're making
Yes, yeah.
projects that should differentiate themselves from each other, and someone should be able to like catch somewhat of a project vibe from all the songs together
When
and
you
listen
hear
to it like that.
1780, it feels more
Yeah.
gritty. Those are times when I'm like fresh drinking whiskey, and I'm with friends, we're having fun, we're fucking partying, we're making tons of music, like I'm co-producing all these projects, and so like my mind state is just like, all right, I'm gonna put this project out and gun on it. But when I dropped that and it started like getting some traction and people were like flocking towards songs on that, I was like, yo, all right, I think maybe I should do like some sort of whiskey project collection, because I have a couple like that, which we'll talk about. Villains 3 is coming out. And so like hangover is when I'm drinking handles of whiskey, handles or 80 fucking $190 bottles of Jameson to the face during a whole show, like with a quickness, bro, a spazzing out. And it's not even like I was doing anything crazy other than just drinking the whiskey, and everyone's like, that motherfucker's crazy, bro. He drinks, but my mind state is I'm having fun, and I'm stuff's actually smooth. I'm working my ass off. But I'm also dealing with things at the same time. 1780. There's a song called "Better Days" from that, and it features my boy Riggy. Shout outs to Riggy. And it talks, about like, obviously my kid passed away, and then it talks about my niece committing suicide, and it talks about my mom being sick. And that's a song like touched a lot of people. And coincidentally, a couple months later, my mom actually did pass when I mentioned it in that song, which was nuts, bro, because it's all surreal. So now I'm hangover comes around and all of this is going on at once. Like my daughter passed away years ago, but like my niece had just committed suicide literally like June of that year. You know what I mean? And that's just October when I did the song. Mom passed away in December. So then Hangover comes out, and that's around January. It's like January 1st. And it's got a lot of meaning because there's a lot of factions behind what I was going through and why I was just kind of like drowning myself in whiskey, which isn't necessarily good, friends and family. Please don't do it because it's not good. You're just going to feel like shit all the time anyway. Just do it half the time. It's better that way. No.
But I think you do a good job because here's the thing, man. Now that you're explaining it to me, that it's conceptual, how all these projects, how they intertwine and how they like you're saying. And I got that vibe, dude. Now that I know that, I'm excited to kind of, look at it through that lens, man. Because that's like true art, in my opinion. I like the fact that you're putting out things with that much thought behind them. I mean, obviously, dude, going through a really hard time and putting that into art and while you're going through it and all that stuff. I mean, but it seems like even in the Hangover, you balance lyrically where it's not like you over glorify anything necessarily. Like I think you do a really good job lyrically of balancing all of it out so people get the full like picture of that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how else fully to explain it.
No, I appreciate that.
But I think to me, I could tell that we have very similar musical interests. You know what I mean? Because I put out music that I wish I could hear somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, but I might as well just make it. Like I know what I want to hear. I know the kind of beats I want to hear exactly. If I find that, whatever. But like I could tell because every single track you make is like, for instance, on Gold, there's the buildup in the instrumental, and then you have the "Let's go." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the little extra little hype up moments for myself,
bro. The first time I ever heard it, like if you rap or anything like that, you kind of have these predictive moments of like you either know what someone's gonna say, or you could like catch. I got someone coming in the crib, and I got dogs.
You're
barking.
good. You're good, bro.
I don't know if it's too loud.
No, it's not. You're good.
But when I was listening to it, I was like, wow, I was listening and I just could feel that you were going to start rapping soon. But I just felt it. Let's go. And I said it right as you said it in the track, bro. I was like, damn, that's pretty fucking dope, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
thank you, man.
But the song is just, I definitely would recommend checking that track out. I promoted it and I try to put it on like for the live, but that's been
I just want everyone to remember, bro, like if you're having a bad day, like a bad day at work, or it's just stuff's not going your way, life's down, I just I want people to remind themselves that they're alive, bro. And at the end of the day, I know it may suck, but it's also the point I'm making is that you're gold. You're going to be okay, bro. It's all going to work itself out, even if it's not immediately, because that's what we want. We all want things to just work themselves out immediately, but you're always going to be gold, bro, at the end of the day. And that's really the big reach behind some of that is I have to remind myself like, yo, bro, you get down like really low at points for no reason. You have no explanation for it other than you're in your own head. You got to remind yourself, Rob, you're gold, bro. You're gonna be okay. So yeah, I just mostly songs have closer meanings to some of the stuff that I'm going through, and there'll still be songs where I go spazzy on just because they're fun to rap over. But um,
No, they're
you know,
great, bro. And like to me, I've always enjoyed music as almost like a mood enhancer, or like a way to just like, like I drive around doing sales for the better part of my day, and I need to stay in a certain mindset, and I can't be listening to like fucking classical. Maybe I can listen to classical music, but it's like, certain music just puts you in an amazing mood. It's like undeniable, but
yeah,
bro, like your music got a vibe to it. I love it. It's like great new music if for anything. But and then I listened to the Pint Therapy. So would that be the latest project off of the
yeah.
concept
That
trilogy?
dropped in February this year.
To me, man, the overall more
Hold on.
melodic
Yeah, you
to a
were cutting
degree,
out a
or
little
like
bit.
am I cutting out?
No, you're back now.
To me, the music always sounds real polished, unless I think intentionally, like you want the vocal to have a certain effect to catch like the vibe of the instrumental and the song and the overall theme. But to me, the production was kind of geared more melodically, and there was like not R&B, or maybe R&B. I don't know what it was, but to me, it was like very luxurious hip hop is the best way I could explain it. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely it seemed like is that a way that you're
Yeah,
evolving?
I
Is that
mean,
like
I think maybe like
a movement in your evolution, or is that just for that?
I think that was just for that project. I mean, I still probably will do those little outlandish songs that I like. I like to do those because they're fun, and I have a lot of melodic homies around me. So naturally, I'm being exposed to all this, and I'm growing on the versatility factor. And so that's was kind of the basis behind that. Is it was more like I'm drinking only a pint of whiskey now, if I'm drinking every night, and I'm calmer, my life is quieter right now. I got all this stuff put in place. It was a lot different when I just started the brand. There was no merch or chains or anything. Folks got chains now. So it's like man, I don't know. That it has cool meaning, and I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it, but that part I don't I maybe I'll do another whiskey project in the years to come, but that part's over with now. It's back to Dirtbag Rob. Um and Villains Never Die number 3 is coming out. I dropped the first one in 2015, and that new one's dropping, bro. It's going to get real spicy.
Hell yeah, dude! And then out of curiosity, man, what's been the overall reaction you've gotten from like the latest project, which I guess that's out would be the Pine Therapy overall, like from
Uh,
your fans and
so my biggest project today is Hangover. That's got the most streams. It's got like 390K on Spotify, and then it's 100 plus K and change on Apple Music, and then Napster and some of those other ones. Title have gotten 10,000, 5,000. Those are, and to me that's a lot. It's a lot of streams. To the point where that project went gold last year. I have that
congrats,
plaque
dude.
coming. Thank you, bro. It's crazy.
That's a beautiful thing, bro. And just I did want to acknowledge, bro. Like it's amazing to see, and like you said earlier, like first off, people that are going through it and in a certain place, like you're a shining example, dude. Like I'm really sorry to hear about what you went through, but watching what just motivated you to do and everything, man, is rad, dude. And it's
Thank you. I appreciate that.
and like one of the things that I really like to talk about with people, because the one of the things I'm like passionate about is letting people know that they could just do it. Like I've started a few companies and like gotten products into stores and like made these random connections, all pretty much just by introducing myself to somebody and by like trying to see what I could do for somebody else and all this stuff. But
Yeah.
you're a great example of. I mean, you're got all these projects. I think for some artists, they're most afraid to like go outside of a genre to a degree, or they worry about putting out certain things. But you just put out like incredibly dope projects no matter what kind of vibe it is. And you know, you're putting out all these projects, you're getting, you know, it just went gold again, congrats on that. So as of right now, let's say somebody's watching and they're thinking like, I don't, it's hard for me to start something, and where would I even start that? Like, where would you direct somebody if today was the first day they thought, I really want to try my hand at music and I want to try to put out a project in 6 months? Like, what would you say is the start to that? And they had a passion for writing, but never really did anything with it, you know, and they want to change that.
Don't go to the studio. Buy your own studio. First off,
So
spend a hundred
invest in
dollars.
yourself.
Yeah, spend $100. We had this talk the other day. There's a lot of guys out there that, and I've always been a person that my studio's right here. I have the whole setup right here. I've, you know, racks. I have everything I need. I have 2 10s and 2 8s. You know, but this is a studio setup I've been building for years, and I've created because I figured out exactly how I like it to sound. Right. So that's why, you know, I appreciate the respect on the credit for the quality, because that's always been a big thing for me, is I really enjoy putting those songs together, because they don't sound like that when they're done, before they're done like that. There's a lot of me manipulating the dubs and things like that to make them cooler. But I would say invest in yourself, get the equipment. There's equipment out there that is used. You can buy a condenser mic brand new for $35 on Amazon. It's not the craziest one, but it will work. People are using their cell phones to record with. That's cool and all, but if you can buy a condenser and a cheap little M audio box for like $50, or you could get you know, there's other ones out there. Spend $100, get the little setup, okay? With that setup, if you have, most people have a computer these days. If you don't have a computer, you might have to get a computer. But my biggest thing is if you're going to the studio and you're paying somebody $50 an hour and you do a song or two while you're there, you're probably only going to do one because you've never done music before. You know, so it's probably going to be one song, and it's going to go for a couple hours because you're trying to figure out how to do it. You know, you're not used to it. So people are putting money elsewhere instead of just investing in that. Then you really want to look for beats. You know, you want to be able to get yourself on production, whether you want to make them yourself or you want to push yourself and like, you know, BeatStars is a great place to start. Go on BeatStars, lease a beat for $20. There's guys out there that sell packs. You pay them like a monthly fee, and you get packs of 50 beats, 100 beats, you know. And then they have a couple other guys that have a website that just has thousands of beats on it, and it's all beats that he made. But you just pay him $10 a month, and you can use any of those. Now, may not be big and beneficial, but let me ask you guys this: how many streams are you really going to get on a first time project? Because I know I didn't get anything. So that's like, and maybe you'll get, and hopefully you do better than me. But my biggest point behind it is being realistic on trying to not overshoot your shot and try to be bigger than what you need to be. You could do something with bare minimum and it be just as good. You don't need a bunch to be cool. You know, there's a lot of people that spend a lot of money to do things that sometimes I'm like, man, you could have just bought a setup and recorded yourself. You know, I have a older homie, a buddy of mine, MC Juice. You know, he battled Eminem, and you know he's been around for years. You know, he just recently got signed. The Golden State Warriors has a record label now, and they signed him, and they signed Rhymefest, and he still does not have a home studio, and I constantly bitch him out about it. Like, hey, bro, you know you're spending too much money. You're getting paid, you know, X amount of dollars, and you're having to take X amount just to go and record that verse. And you're driving, you're spending time of your day. You're better than this. Just buy a little setup so that way you can knock the verses out for these features, get paid the money. You can do it at your house. You don't have to go far, you know. So, and like I said, man, invest in yourself. That's the best thing I could say for anybody starting off becoming an artist, producer, anything music related, or even art. Just invest in yourself. You know, you put you first and everything else will fall into place. People that do cool things have other people that do cool things flock to them.
That's facts, bro. Well, hey, man, I want to elaborate a little bit more on that and then talk about a few other things if that's cool with you. But first,
Absolutely.
only because I need to, I've been hydrating, bro, and I got to deal with the effects of that sometimes. Would you be cool if we played the music video for Gold right now for the people?
Yeah,
G?
why
And
not?
then
Let's do it.
Let's do it, bro. And then I'll be right back for y'all.
Oh,
But right now, let's do it, man. Let's do Gold, Absyrd. We'll be right back with you. Talk more music, and then yeah, dude, enjoy.
Let's do away with all the positive. Me and the homies staying on their necks. We killing shit so consistently. I used to think drugs was the remedy. Real facts, they all whack, they can't tend to me. It's real facts, I am someone they pretend to be. So compressed, now I'm feeling like so depressed. No one left, grew up different, now I know the best. Shit, I bunch of 100 racks. Not needing shit when I'm spending that. Hit the store with my bros and buy a few hats. Rest in peace to homie Fiend, no one bringing back. Yo, we got a couple bundles, then we seen a stack. I should've hit the road that night to bring it back. Best of the best and the best with the hands. Too much sad shit I'm left and I'm past all that. Let's go. I ain't here to judge you for your grind, cause I still get it all the time. Man, my life is gold. Didn't have much growing up, I shine. Now I'm just living on my time. Man, my life is gold. Yeah, my life is gold. Lots to do, but there's never just enough time. Too much folks is ass backwards, a dumb lie. You ain't rich if you got a lot of money. I'm rich just from my friendships, ain't no one been above me. I remember in the past, friends for a couple weeks. We felt like the world was crumbling, it's something sweet. I can't remember of the time people fuck with me. I grew up where my mom would stay up just a couple weeks. It's a lonely road to the top, just like climbing there. The problem is there's always problems when you just arriving there. How can I run away? It's all that I know. That's why back home, I always hold it close to my soul. Let's be real, I always be a SoCal kid and always the same hustle, no matter risk I'm in. My mom's taught me the code, I live by it and build my own foundation just brick by brick. Let's go. I ain't here to judge you for your grind, cause I still get it all the time. Man, my life is gold. Didn't have much growing up, I shine. Now I'm just living on my time. Man, my life is gold. Yeah, my life is gold.
That was gold, dude. Off the Hangover project. I appreciate
all right. Hold on.
Just a second here. Do your thing, bro.
I don't have a drink or anything.
Sorry, I didn't.
Here, I'm gonna let my man find a drink real quick. But yeah, shout out to Absyrd. Shout out to that song, Gold. If you haven't put that in your playlist already, make sure you do that. Make sure that's something that's a part of your rotation. Me personally, like I was saying earlier, I like to have music in my rotation that I know at any given time is able to uplift my vibe and put me in a certain zone. And again, you know, like now that I know how much thought even goes into every single project, I already knew they were thoughtful when I listened to them, but it's even doper. You know, it's like an Easter egg into an art piece. You know, something you're always learning more about. Like every time you hear a song, it's awesome when you're able to hear another little nuance in it and stuff like that. But so shout out to him, man. Let's see. We got a fucking drink and everything, dog. We good or what, bro? How you feeling, pimp? I wanted to fucking.
Oh, I'm good, bro.
Let you get your hydration on, dog. Let you get your fucking pack drip. You know what I mean?
We're good. We had to squeeze one of those in right now because after this, it's on to I'm gonna wrap up my project. I have like 4 songs to do, so it's beautiful.
Hey, dude. Well, fucking. Well, how about this, man? My next question, and then I'm thinking.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time, bro. I'm in no rush either, just so you know.
Oh no, I got you. Dude. I'm thinking typically, like who cares, bro? Whenever. But I'm not on a time limit necessarily. But so as far as the project that you have that's coming out, first off, when should people be expecting to be able to get their ears a taste of it, bro?
Halloween. You can get it on Halloween. It'll be on all outlets, all digital outlets, or you can buy hard copy on bornevil.com.
Dope, dude. And what is the kind of experience, man, people might be able to anticipate? Like we were talking about, the last 3 projects had, they were conceptual. There was an overall, it was thematic to a degree. So is there a
You're talking about Young Goalie 2, right?
Which one?
Young Goalie 2. That was one of the last 3.
The last 3?
Yeah, the last 3 albums, it was Hangover, Young Goalie 2, and Pint Therapy. Oh.
I guess I was putting the okay. So like as far as this project, man, like production wise, anything like that, is there anything that maybe you're the most excited about as far as people hearing?
So the biggest thing when I do projects, I usually don't do a lot of features. Like I don't usually get features on it. And so this project in particularly, I have I constantly put money towards getting features sometimes, and I just won't use them for a couple projects. So this one, it's first off, it's called Villains Never Die, number 3. It's a series I have, obviously about villains never dying and how I'm, always made out to be the villain. In a lot of cases, whether it was relationships or life or things that was going on, in my mind. And so, like I said, the first one I released in 2015. So it features Jaron Benton, features Raz Kaz. It has Compton Menace,
dude.
Shouts to Raz. Had to get Raz on there, Jaron Benton, Raz Kaz, Big Twins from Mobb Deep. Compton Menace. And a couple of the homies, and that's pretty much like the spectrum of that. Then production by Jay Pats and Johnny Slash and the C's and a bunch of the homies.
Let me ask you
Go ahead.
All those people, man, like you got some heavy hitters on there, bro. Like by any chance, because I can't even mention Razkaz necessarily without shouting somebody out. It wouldn't even feel respectable. But have you ever crossed paths or heard the music of Pause One by chance?
Oh, absolutely. I was actually signed to a couple different like labels that he was attached to.
Bro, Pause One.
Pause is amazing, bro.
So
do you know Science?
I don't know, man. I lived in the Valley, and then I linked up Non-Combatant. Shout out to Non-Combatants. They run the underground hip hop blog. My boys, bro, like amazing fucking talents. But they threw shows in Downey, California, at this spot called the Stardust all the time. Yep. And then I actually did a show in Bakersfield one time at a fucking graffiti fest, and it was so hot that like everyone just sat in the parameters of the shade.
I know who threw that. I know who threw that show. Yeah, I know who threw that show.
It was just like people
a roaster
doing graffiti, fucking in the shade, and then it was pretty fun, bro. Like I always have a fun time, but yeah, all those people, man. But I'm very competitive lyrically, like if I do a song with somebody, I understand that like I want people to enjoy it, but there's an element to me where I don't know, man. Like I just am a competitive lyricist, and I think it kind of stems from always going back to like being a battler at first. Like I think it's important to put out the best possible fucking verse I can. So how is that not going to be inherently competitive to a degree? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Do you share that, or you just do you have
absolutely? I have a hard time sometimes, bro. This I did a song with one time. This was years ago. It's probably like 2011. I did a song with rapper Big Pooh from Little Brother, and it was like such a hard writing situation for me because I didn't know what to write. And like then I would write these verses, and I felt confident. I would go to record the verse and be like, "No, this is not good, Rob. Throw this shit away, bro. You're you're fucking up, bro. Then I would get so overwhelmed I wouldn't want to even do the song. I'd get like shut down out of it. So that's kind of something I've started doing, is when I do get it and I don't feel comfortable, like I don't feel like I'm, and now I write a lot differently. I'm a lot more aggressive because I'm older and I know exactly what I want to do. So, and you know, and 10 years ago, I was still developing a lot of the stuff that I know now that people are like, yo, that was kind of tight. Like, I'm generally probably pretty slow, like not as a person, you know, but I'm generally like stonerfied. Everything else in the world, I'm like, you know, deaf. But when it comes to music, bro, my brain just immediate clicks right on, and I can write. I could probably never write you a nice essay, bro, but I can write a rap, no problem. I don't understand the concept, but it's you know.
Yeah, dude. And but I'm the same way, dude. I'm like, as far as, and I kind of brought that up because I think the only track I ever did, you know, there's a lot of people where I could say it can go either way very easily. You know, I think it could always go either way in music, you know?
Yeah.
But from my personal perspective, there's people that had their style that was so different that it's hard to compare, you know, but Pause One,
Really talented
music
guy.
I ever felt like. I listened to that. He got me pretty, you know what I mean? Pretty much got me, you know, like I never felt like I have to give it to another person that hard on a verse. And like, he's just such a talent, bro. Like the shit that guy says is,
Pause is amazing, bro.
status,
you know,
and like yourself included, you know, like,
thank you. I appreciate it. No, Pause is amazing, bro. And it was kind of crazy, just like him and XP the Marksman. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. But he's really dope.
I have my boy Convoy. He's the one that runs the underground hip hop blog. Shout out to them, man. They got, I think it's like the most, you know, one of the most viewed underground hip hop networks. Amazing fucking dudes. Couldn't be more about the culture, man. Like, real talk. Like, I couldn't vouch for someone who's for a culture almost more than these people, you know?
Amen.
And I know them personally. They brought me into scenes. Like, it's nothing but love, and that's what the culture is. But in regards to when we were on the stream, I asked him, oh, what should we look at the website? The first thing he did was XP the Marksman, man. Like,
he's nice, bro.
Amazing, bro. Like, and I love it because it's a vibe. It's a good style. Like, it doesn't sound like anything necessarily. And it's like, you know, it's just bar heavy. It's palatable. I fucking really enjoyed it. It was dope.
Talk that shit, bro. Yeah, no, that's tight, man. Small world too, you know?
Yeah, dude. I mean, especially when you kind of share a passion, because if you're really into the underground, there's a lot of directions it could take you. But I mean, you know, once you get deep enough in the rabbit hole, you know, it seems like everyone's kind of met everybody in the circuit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
But out of curiosity, man, like, what would you say with the music? Where do you see it going, like in like 5 years or whatever? Where do you see the evolution of your projects? Do you have any visions to do things like, because when you talk about having 3 albums that have this sharing, like, cohesive concept behind them, I think like it would be so dope to do like long format visuals or something, or like, do you have any kind of projects like that in the works, or do you ever
so like I don't have enough video guys,
stuff like that?
Yeah, if you're a video guy out there and you want to help, please reach out, because your boy is not a video guy. I do own a really nice camera, so that's the good news. But so Villains, there'll probably be 2, 3, like 7 of the 15 songs we'll be shooting videos for, and we'll be shooting some of them next month, and then some of them will be in December and January. As the other ones start to release, it'll be like a 1 month straight where we release a music video a week, and then let it generate as much as possible, and then run up to the next one, keep promoting the album. That's how I got did so good on Hangovers, because those I had videos from just before and they were calculating, and then I used that strength to promote the next videos, and those videos were hanging on. So by the time I had started releasing Hangover videos, people were like, I'm over. Gold came out, they're like, what the fuck, bro? You know, I think I released Poison just before Gold, and it was, you know, that shit we shot so fast, bro. Seconds. But I'm not an editor. I'm learning, but I'm not an editor yet. I got too many hats.
I mean, the thing is, though, I mean, it's still an awesome video to watch. I mean, with technology where it is these days, and even like as you're talking about people just investing a couple $100 into some used studio equipment, it's just like any technology. They advance the technology so fast that you can buy a version that came out last month for half the price because the next version is whatever the case may be. But the kind of quality that you're able to put out there, man, like on a not a well, I guess a budget if you're just starting out, but it's fucking incredible, dude. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely. I mean, you can get a Sony A5100 for dirt cheap, bro. You can get
And
it for like $150.
and like the music video you shot, I don't know like the camera or anything like that, but you talking about the way it is, to me, it seemed like just a dope ass music video. You know
Thank
what I
you.
mean?
Yeah, no, shout outs to my boy Our
So
Soul,
yeah, dude.
the Underdog. Shout outs to them. Those are my boys. Really talented guy, bro. And he's the type of guy that we went and shot that, and we shot it mostly in Old Town Sac. And when we got back, that like literally, I mean, probably hour and a half, 2 hours, and that's with us running around. We ate food over there and stuff too, messing around in Old Town Sac, and then we just went back and we sat there, and we're working on another project with one of the other guys, and he just came in the room from the living room in the studio room, and he's just like, "Yo, it's done. Like, run it. Let me see. Cool, it's cool. Let's put it up. It looks fire. I trust you. People have been saying nothing but great things, so we need to run this, bro." So yeah, it's a really good connection. That dude's very, very talented. That might be one of the hardest things about being away from Cali is because he used to be, only like an hour and a half close by, where I could, hey bro, I'm gonna send you a Cash App, come pull up. And that he's the type of guy that would just do stuff on the fly for free anyway. Like he wouldn't even ask me for money. But I have too much of a heart in my mind. Even if I don't have a bunch of money to my name, I would still rather split the money that I do have to take care of somebody that's actually taking care of me. Like that shit goes a long way, bro, when you start showing that type of appreciation and you're not even asked to do that. So that's one of those things I just always try to instill in me and the people around me. Like, yo, just be good to people. Good things happen.
Dude, that's a huge part of it, man. Like, I have a lot of conversations with people in regards to how important networking is, and what
Facts.
if you zoom out really far, or you go really back to any successful person. Like the reason why it's so elite to go to Harvard is not because the education you receive there necessarily is 10 times better. You have the same access to the same books at any community college. You just have a different person telling it to you at Harvard, but it's so elite, and the people that you meet there. I mean, someone just happened to go to Harvard and met Mark Zuckerberg and they're a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? But like, you're able to meet these people that 10 years down the line own or are CEOs of these massive corporations. And network opportunity at Harvard is worth $1 million a year because it's going to lead you to like a network and a pipeline of people that if you fail, it's because you were an asshole almost. You know what I'm saying? And like you didn't even try hard because there's so many connections being made all the time there. And you have the best of people in the fields that go there for that as well. But I always tell people, man, it just starts with like, doing as much as you can with other people, and like introducing yourself, adding value to situations. But at the same time, like you're saying, you pay somebody, even though they're probably just perceiving it as let's hang out and make music because we love doing
bro,
that.
because I mean, I'm recording him and mixing his music too. So he's like, you're already doing me a solid. I'm like, it doesn't matter though.
But like the dope thing is like, adding value, but at the same time, it's important to recognize value and like not gift, but like recognize it in a way where like, you show appreciation, and you doing that is just a sign of like even more passion for the art, dude. Like you see value in what people bring to the table, and you want to make sure that's recognized, and that's dope of you, dude. You know what I mean?
Thank you, bro.
Shout out to you, bro.
I love this shit, bro.
And that's also though, like that's how you build the best relationships, because there's like, somebody that let's say I met 10 years ago, for instance, just doing like random business with, like in dispensary circuits. And now they're one of the buyers for like the biggest company in the state. It's not going to make it a shoo-in for me to do business with this company, but because, we just were able to connect at that point, and every interaction we had was very cool. It was always very respectful. In business, nobody ever owed anybody any money, which is important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, now, dude, like they say when you start a new business, always just call everybody because you never know who's able to help you in that category or that industry. But
sometimes you'll talk to somebody, you're like, I didn't even know you had interest in any of this. My bad, bro. I should have hit you up 2 months ago when I started it.
Yeah, dude. And like never, like you were saying earlier, just start somewhere. Just do it yourself. Start showing it to people. You know, like you never know who you're gonna show something to that's gonna be like, dude, I really like that. Like my buddy does music. Have you ever heard of him? His name is fucking XYZ. And it's like, wow, dude,
Yeah,
what? Like,
yeah.
and
Come
not that it's
on,
gonna
bro.
be that easy, but like what you're gonna do is people's reactions are also gonna motivate you in a way where like you gotta see that people fuck with you sometimes. If you've never put yourself out there in a way, you have to get a little confirmation that people fuck with you. And like
It's hard when you're new
you
too, and
know.
I get it. It's hard, being a new guy. I still get nervous rocking shows, bro. I was talking to these guys in Sweden tonight, and we had this whole tour coming up earlier this year, and unfortunately, one of the main guys got sick, so we kind of put it on hold. But now talking back with them again, and they're like, "Yo, we want to bring you out there." And they're like, in my mind, I've never been brought to Sweden. XYZ is a great name, and there's actually a battle rapper that I believe.
Wow, dude, he's very smart. He understood SEO and keywords before any of us.
Exactly.
It's like Elemento, or
shout outs
one
to
of
my
these.
fellow nerds, bro, and writers. Thank you, love
Hell
you
yeah.
guys.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nah, but like that's cool to me, bro, because I want to get those uncomfortable feelings because that's what makes me go out there. Because when you go out there and you start rapping, or you go out there and it's exciting and you actually get on there, it's like, yo, what the fuck? What was I worried about? So you got to kind of learn to grow past that. I'm not sure if you're familiar you're probably familiar with Cadillac Ron, obviously.
Hey, rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, RIP my dog, bro.
But
Love that
dude, on my end, no one's actually reporting it on a chat end, bro. But is it possible? I think if you maybe move your mic a little bit forward and it's glitching out a little bit. I don't know why on my end.
Yeah,
it just paused for quite a while.
Yeah, I paused on my
it's
end.
Also because if there's a lot of movement, I don't know, bro.
You're good.
I don't want
you're
you
good.
to pause up and freeze.
No, you're good.
So yeah, please go back though, man. To you were saying,
So like Caddy, bro, like just that's one of those moments too where you go somewhere and you're uncomfortable and you're trying to shake off that fucking that feeling and you're not, but then you start going in there and and that's like a situation where it's already uncomfortable. So, it's like those are learning experiences for me that put me in that type of situation where it's like sometimes you just got to put yourself out there, bro, because once I did that, on that particular battle, it helped me out, bro. A lot of people were flying me places and doing different things. I had a little record label deal with this label in New York. And, that had Paz and them wrapped on that label too, XP, all those guys. So that was one of the labels I fucked with them on. And I was with those guys out there in New York, I don't know, like 4 years. And it was small paying, but it was paying, so that shit was tight. I would go and do shows at places in New York or like, fly to these other smaller states and do battles and stuff. That was nerve-wracking every single time. But it also taught me that, like, yo, every time you get nervous and then you even go out there and just put yourself out there, like I just start dropping a bar or something and then everybody likes it, I'm like, I forget about all that immediately, so just stay consistent and grind it out. That's the biggest thing. Caddy was an uncomfortable situation for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good way to put it, man. Like being nervous isn't a bad thing, like, just takes a little confirmation and you have that moment that kind of breaks you through it and kind of helps you flow. But I always just look at it like I'm always nervous, but at the same time, I know I'm going to kill it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm nervous, but I know I'm going to kill it, like, and I think it's always just nerves are just almost an anticipation emotion just to put you in the vibe, like it just propels you into fucking the adrenaline the second that shit hits, in my opinion, at least. And then, but I get nervous before every show as well, dude. And I never battle rap, but I thought about it. But I would almost attribute being nervous to 80% of why I never actually followed through on doing battle rap on like a bigger level than I actually tried. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit got to be fucking like the highest level of fucking nerves, man. Because everyone's pretty much.
It took me a long time to start using my freestyle ability during battles, bro. Like I didn't start doing it till halfway after my career was, through on the written level. And I was like, man, I should have been just using freestyle rebuttals too in the beginning. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm good at freestyling. Like, Man, yeah. So it's just, and that was just part of me being nervous that I wanted to just choke through those 3 rounds. All right, I got them all done. Like this ain't the same battle as I'm used to, but good times, bro. Seriously.
Dude, I think like lyricism in battle rap is the most almost connoisseur level of lyricism that you can hear in the art form. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
And I think, like Eminem, for instance, or like those are good mainstream examples of people that some people don't even understand how broken down you could break an Eminem simile or metaphor or whatnot. But I mean, dude, battle rap, the complexity. There's people doing quadruple entendres. You got people like, because I would say, Jay-Z, Drake, possibly sometimes in his tracks, like if he's trying, or his writers, whatever. But you got obviously J. Cole, Kendrick, but they're doing like triple entendres or quadruple entendres. But you got cats like Daylight. The last time I was really tuned into battle rap and as a regular viewer, it seemed as though that was kind of the direction it was going in, like the headiest shit or the most aggressive shit or funny. Those were kind of like the 3 lanes that you would be
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, rest in peace, Pat Stay. But like he, in my
man,
opinion,
crazy. R.I.P. Pat Stay, bro.
It's almost crazy, man, because like if someone were to ask me today, and let's just say that we had the ability to represent he had his own style. It was like his ability to control, I never met in like Bender. To me, even I've been listening to a lot of Flight Distance lately.
Oh yeah, amazing album.
Bender's,
I have a couple albums that I think were really tight.
Bro, that dude is but bro, like mind bending stuff. But like then it seemed like the wave of the Daylights, and like unless people.
Was it just me now?
Degree.
I'm like, no.
Oh, bro, we got disconnected there.
No, we're good. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was just, it was just me at one point. I was like, oh, what's up? It's absurd.
Who did we met?
Let's mind travel. It was just me. What's up, Fluffy?
But what I. But Fluffy's the shit, dude. I love Fluffy, man. I'm always in the DM supporting. Shout out to you, Fluffy. But I guess what I was saying is that was always like a very interesting direction to me. And that is like I think QP was one of like the early dudes that was.
Shout out to my man Quinn. That's one of my good homies. He had a lot of battles on Assault and Battling.
Right? I think from I get pretty deep, dude. I think he said one of the first lines he wrote that was really within that spectrum was like, how do you charge your Honda Accord? Like that, how do you charge your Honda Accord? Well, bro, I remember one of the first times I saw one of the battles where that was the style behind it. Like, I think I got
those guys created that style.
It's like
that old Steve's.
Dude, I wouldn't like. That's a good example of a battle I wouldn't show somebody. Maybe some QP battles because he could be a real character and like pretty universally fucking awesome. But if he's grimy and in his mode like that, like, bro, it's so intense shit. Like that's the kind of stuff that I would never show to somebody as a first battle. They'd be like,
it would be hard because they wouldn't they're not going to be all the way in on it.
Like, and I even think like someone like who a lot consider like obviously you got Disaster and like like goated and shit, but like I can't even think of his name. I guess that's bad. But there's the 2 from New York, man. There's the 2 top dudes,
Loaded Lux and Murder Moot.
Loaded Lux. I mean, those dudes are pretty complex too, man. But they, it's I think they just do a good job of integrating enough of the gun talk and all that shit and the aggressive attitude. But dude, the lyricism is fucking insane though, man. I highly recommend everybody check it out and try to understand it to some degree. Or like find a battle rapper that shares an interest with you. Like if you like Pokemon, find a battle rapper that's into Pokemon and they'll blow you away.
You'll enjoy it.
You'll get all of the fucking nuances, like, or if you like video games or fucking it don't matter. But
there's one for everybody.
Oh, dude, but that's a tangent. I just really actually enjoy talking battle rap, bro.
No, that's I don't mind it at all, bro.
Topic. But nah, dude, I was actually leading into, dude. Do you have like a favorite instrumental of all time, bro? Like, is that a weird question or like your favorite freestyle
Wow.
beat ever? What about this? I'll tell you. My first freestyle beat ever, Mobb Deep, Shook One's Part 2. I would never. It's almost sacrilegious. It's funny,
a natural.
Put it on,
it's a natural. It's a 7L.
Full Clips by Gangstar is another one that's like, ooh, that's pretty fucking. You know, that's like a religious fucking freestyle beat. Alchemist, the piano beat. Did you ever search Alchemist piano beat?
Alchemist is amazing, bro. Alchemist is amazing, bro. Yeah, man, it's hard to choose my favorite beat. Simon Says, Pharaoh March.
Did you ever do Beats by Benefit back in the day?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, you know, but a lot of 7L and Esoteric and like stuff like that. Though a lot of those beats were like good to freestyle and battle on. So those are like ones, and those were never ones that got turned on during, 7L and Esoteric never got turned on during the battles, unless it was like LA. If anywhere else other than LA, then it would be like fucking Warren G Regulators. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Why do you do this to us? This is the final match. It's for $300, and all you're putting on Warren G Regulators. Fucked.
I'm over here trying to type in. I was like, what is the fucking name of the beat we just? Oh, Pharaoh March. I got you.
Pharaoh March. Simon Says.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. That's so funny, bro.
Oh, cool.
I remember. Do you remember? Did you ever fuck with what's his name, bro?
You're cutting out a little bit. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Oh, you're back now.
I'm trying to think how to pronounce it, but it's like Amino Beats. Can you hear me? That was the but here, dude. Because I'm thinking, bro, maybe a good way to end this, dude. Because I'm thinking I'd love to have you on again, bro. There's like so many.
Of course. No, absolutely. I don't mind.
After Halloween, bro, we got to come on and let's do a listening party, bro. And like
I would love to do that. That sounds great, bro.
There's a few people that I know dropping like, fucking projects, and we could just make a fun night of it, bro. Like that's
I would love to do that, bro. I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, dude. Well, hey, I'm prepping the beat, dude, but let's do a little freestyle, bro.
Let's do it.
I haven't freestyled in a little bit. I actually put out one recently, and I would say it's trash, if you're really fucking about that life. But
I did watch it. It wasn't bad, and it's fun.
It's fun. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say, bro, like, who wants to battle me right now? It's like, but I'll battle you. Like, I'm not overly confident I'll beat you if you really do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand, but it's still fun, bro. The fact that you're,
right now, but I mean, that's not what I'm getting at. But yeah, dude,
I know, yeah.
This is, dude, Pharaoh Monch, like, dude, if you know, bro. This guy is probably responsible for some songs that people sing that they don't even know he wrote, dude.
I just remember this would come on once in a while in the most random places, and folks would just start the battle, it'd be like second round of the battle, and this would come on, and it's just like, it's time to kill, bro. Let's go.
Bro, if you had fucking AirPods back in those days,
my God.
Do you think this would be the beat you put on right as you approached the fucking mark that you were about to?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Hold on. And motherfuckers had the backpack boombox, the Osiris one or whatever it was. I think it was.
Oh, dude, that's fucking hilarious, bro. I remember exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't remember. They had the little speakers that were attached to the side, bro. And so one of the homies always had that with beats. Like, and I don't know where he got all these beats from, but he just had tons of beats ready to go. LimeWire.
Dude, that was the shit. I used to pay some dude like $3 to make me CDs with 10 songs on it. And I was like, hey, give me some dope beats, bro.
I used to be one of those guys that would get $10 for the songs.
Hell yeah, dude. I maybe would throw in a top 40, like just something to listen to.
Yeah.
Let's do it, bro. Pharaoh Monch, Simon Says, instrumental. Do you ever just so we can have a little bit of structure here, bro. You ever 4-bar? Do you are you like within that parameter? Do you like doing that, or how do you like freestyle here?
I don't mind whatever you want to do. We can run it.
Let's do like a 4-bar, over 4 if it's fucking happening. But I'd say let's do that. I like a little back on 4, bro. It's fun.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it, bro. Let us know if the volume is bad. You can start it, bro. It's up to you, or I can start it.
Yo. You rappers are sick and trash. I'll have Fluffy Panda whip your ass. You ain't here really ripping tracks. There's definitely nobody sick as Ab.
Yo, who's texting me? Shout out Fluffy, let me know XYZ is an artist. He obviously produces heat. I can't even rap to this beat, concrete. Yo, Absyrd.
They need to move their feet. LimeWire took her back. I'm going to hit Vegas, but I ain't bringing no hookers back.
Yo, don't bring back hookers. Yo, even if they a fucking 9 or a 10, they major lookers. I don't really care, man. That doesn't sound like a move that you need to make. Okay, I'm not really prepared to take.
That ain't nothing but these fakes. You'll get a fucking punch to face. You could never even fuck with A. You better run to someone safe.
Yo, run to someone safe. Okay, that's what I'm doing next. I'm looking for some context within the chat, and it's making me lose my tunnel vision. You're up on the mic. Let's not keep it fucking missing. Yeah. So stupid. How about this, man? You know, I said earlier, don't be afraid to embarrass yourself. That was the worst freestyle of my life.
No, you're good, bro. You're good.
Hey, burp, 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 burp. Let's start it over, dog. All right, hey, how about this? Because this is what I was hoping would happen a little bit, and I think I got a little bit like, what if the chat, you guys just type words? That's like a really fun thing to do as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when I heard you integrate Fluffy, I was like, damn, I love that so much. I just want to integrate as many words from the chat.
Yeah, that's why I'll look and I'll like, even if they just say let's go or something, I'll just integrate from what they're saying. And I don't like, that's just normal internet rap stuff for me now. I've been doing it so long, bro. Let's get it.
All right, bro. Let's do it. So if you guys want to throw out words, who cares? But yeah, I'm gonna look at the chat if I see words, but like I'm not gonna overanalyze the chat looking for words. All right, I'll start off on this one. Yo, I'll get it started. All right, who got the first word?
We're doing 4 again.
Got the first word? 4 again?
Yeah, just run it. Yeah, no, just run it.
Yo, I'll just run it, not ruin it. You could almost spell it the same. My name is Upwords, no question the name. I'm on the fucking podcast with Absyrd. Don't ever look at me ass backwards.
You ain't hot as me or my homeboy Socrates. You ain't rock with me, but I'm about to bloody up that soccer tee. I mean,
yo, I'ma kick it while I'm rocking the soccer tee. I don't really care what the doctors say properly to me and recommend I take on the daily. I'll stick to growing my own shit and medicating.
My bad.
You're bad, don't worry, don't apologize. I realize you're dope in every way. So okay, let's go, we pay, go.
Yo, it ain't nothing with the aliens. Yo, until I take a couple 100 dabs and be in space again. Yo, I'm fucking
feeling great again.
I whip Captain Spock's ass when I'm facing him.
Oh man, you make me want to go on fucking MySpace again. I just want to go back. I'm relating, friend.
At least I'm not Jonah Hill trying to get laid again. I mean,
yo, enough of Jonah Hill. Okay, man, let's talk about my Sarah. What are we talking about? Like the 99 era. I don't want to talk anymore about social media. Let's talk about eating lots of Pedialyte. Get in your electrolytes. It is tight. I don't worry about the mic. I just flow. I think Absyrd is next. I'm sorry about going out of the 4-bar context.
Nah, we don't need to do 4 bars. We could just rap a bunch. I mean, like I'm taking these cats. Yeah, facts. And then we're going to eat these cats for lunch. Nobody as bad as us. I'll walk up and slap a punk and then punch your mom, Captain Chunk. You ain't rap enough. These little kids are rapping stuff. The A-track tape. You got AIDS, that's great. I mean,
you're in a Medicaid state and you got good health care. I hope your family maybe has some wealth there. It's okay, we in a fucking time where they got some medications that'll help clear your mind. I'm a little bit singing up on the beat. How much time we got left? It's heat. Absyrd, what's the word of the day?
Bro, I already get it. Why nobody even fucks with you and have your girlfriend dip my balls like Dunkaroos. I mean, I have something cool. My ball, I got a Manscaped. There's something smooth. I look at the girl like, who fuck is you?
Damn, dude, I was on the river the other day and got pissed because my homeboy straight sunk a canoe. Yo, that didn't rhyme well, but who cares? Who the fuck is you? I'm just double dipping like a Dunkaroo. I used to like it with that vanilla frosting. I'm not too worried about the cost, friend. I'll just buy it if I like it. I got the munchies, I'm high, bye, friend. You know what I'm saying? Get enlightened. Take a psychedelic if you never tried it. You might like it. What you gotta say, bruh?
Yo,
I got fucking president on paper.
Let's go.
It doesn't make me feel very good like a jerk and fucking like anything with any flavor. What's next?
Your girlfriend got pasties like a raver.
You used to fucking roll around on a razor. Don't call me a scooter head. Yo, don't call me a scooter head. Yo, that's how dogs get neutered, friend. If you know what I'm saying, you speak the language. It's strange shit, but it's okay. You like Lil Wayne, friend?
All right. You ain't rapping, though. I'll motherfucking slash your throat and then poison the water and then dump out the fucking antidote. I mean, you ain't getting healed today. Motherfucker, I am feeling great. You ain't feeling A. You could get a knife and then straight up just peel your face. I like 90s sitcoms. And I like MILFs and big moms. You killed y'all. Yeah, I was fucking.
Yo, I fuck heavy with them big moms. Yeah, I fucking also like them sitcoms. I'm just gonna say it till it gets wrong and go on, but okay, who cares, yo? Who knows about that Kim song? Which one? Of course, none of. Is there even any of them? What's the word of the day? He says 96. Oh, that was the word. I wasn't looking. Yo, who's up in the kitchen right now cooking? It smells like some heat is getting produced. Okay, more time on the beat, but just because I think we're having fun now. And then we'll fucking end it. This is a good time.
Change the beat. Pick something different. Yeah, pick something different. Let's go. All right, now you got me rapping, so you go pick something different now. You pick this next one. You pick the next one.
All right. Ooh,
as long as it's not regulators.
Can you see what I'm typing?
Yeah.
All right, I don't want that, bro.
I know.
It'd be like a surprise attack, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Let's do it. Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Time, bro. I enjoy the company.
Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for real.
It's like I'm saying, bro. This is like chilling with a good friend in my eyes, bro. It's been fun. So
thank you.
The beat, damn, dog. It's a good beat here, bro. What's just a really good fruit, you know? I don't want to do that because that's fucking obvious.
I'll just work here.
Damn, dude. That's a tough one. You know, it's just a fucking. It's just a quick beat, so I can't think. And nothing is coming to mind too heavily here, but this is a fucking hard ass beat. Of course, dogs start barking. The dogs know what's about to happen.
Dog knows what's going down over here.
I think this is a dope beat. Who gives a shit? We're gonna fucking do it. 3.5 minutes. Anyone throw out a new word? Nah, who cares? Fuck the words. All right, let's do this. I think this is it. Let's see. This is a hard ass beat. I thoroughly enjoy this beat.
Escobar 90s old school boom bap. Okay.
It's just a fun.
All right.
I'm trying to think of a fun little freestyle beat without too many change ups that are gonna throw off anybody here. Yeah, when it drops, it's gonna get heavy, bro. You wanna start it or what, dude? What's the vibe, bro? I'll be the gentleman. Yo, last night I was switching on the channels, ended up on Letterman. I was like, damn, calling people like, let's be friends again. And they're like, no, dog, now I'm a lesbian. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm trying to be a thespian, an actor. I want to be in a 90s sitcom and fucking get big moms to fucking feel like they real bomb. Lip balm. Hip hop. What's next? Don't stop. Absyrd. What's the password? Oh shit.
Yo, I just wanted to let the homie rap, but I'm pretty sure most of you already noticed that. I'll walk up and choke your cat and exercise and then smoke a pack. You ain't playing with the damn shit. It's understanding. I'm demanding. I'm here to slam shit. Ain't breaking with some better words. The guy that never had some shit rob you for everything out your wallet in your pockets. You ain't stopping, you just styling, you just call it anybody. Think they paying on some bullshit, you ain't bottling like fuck them. You think that shit was written too? Motherfucker, damn. You're like 6 and 2. I mean, you're like 62. I mean,
damn.
Nobody's sick as dude. I mean,
nobody's sick as dude. That sounded like some weird shit, like a Bob Hope ritual. That was photographic. I don't know what I just said. It was graphic. It was also alleged, so don't sue me. I got hydraulics on the hoopty. Oh shit, I am going back to church and confession. I'm Catholic. You would think 20 times I learned my lesson. Oh, Harry, caramel toe. I meant camel toe. I got stamina, bro. I ain't lacking it though. What you want to say next? Elevate. I fucking elevate. I just said the word twice. Look great.
Let's go.
Look great. I never hesitate. Yo, who's fucking next to take Absyrd? Yo, Absyrd.
That's my name. But also, I ain't walking on that tightrope. But these bitches ain't never had a nice flow. You can get it. I know Tybo. And your girl's pussy is a wide load. I mean, she getting that wide load. I'm thinking in my head like, why load? Fuck it. It's nothing when you rocking though. It's obvious you ain't really got a hotter flow. It's adios and fucking collapse your whole lungs. You ain't hot as me. And that's been my philosophy. But check it. We ain't elevate anybody when we ain't moving packs or selling 10 or 5. Enough of that. Fuck with rap. You sucker and suck attached. Fucking sucker cask and suck some dick and lick a ass. You ain't fucking bad, yo. I'm thinking about spazzing with some other shit. And then I'll fuck your girlfriend with an oven mitt, but we just thinking about the fingerprints that we had to leave. The pussy had to finger it. I mean, we gotta be just any person you never see. You're better just to believe, so. Feeling like your heart just skip a beat. And then your heart will skip a beat. I mean.
Yo, your heart might skip a beat. That doesn't seem like something that I want to demonstrate. Seems like the first step to heaven's gate. I don't know if you know if 7-Eleven's great, but I go there every day to get my coffee. I would be damned if anybody tries to stop me. It's 4 shots of espresso. Should I get less? Heck no. Right after that, I'm putting on some techno. I'm getting fucking loose, dog. I'm fucking retro. Sexual. That's not even a term. It just rhymed well. So yo, back to Absyrd.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Shane's son gonna steal your life. The same son's gonna steal your wife. It's nothing with some better dung. You ain't not shit, you ain't better, son. You ain't got a bank, you got some imprecision funds, and motherfuckers better one, yo. I'm not a self-imposter, but I'm definitely making 52-man roster. I'm a starter. You ain't hard. You ain't really got a hard verse. We just playing with some bullshit. Hit the whole clue with a whole full clip, and I'm just tripping when I do shit.
The door says push up, fucking pull it. I don't worry about the bullets. I worry about the person holding it. Yo, I worry about the origami, how I'm folding it. Don't worry about it. What's next? Charlie Chaplin. I would say that he was lacking one thing, and that would be some fucking words. He was silent, but his moves were absurd, of course. And I go by upwards, as in the direction. What's next is self-imposter. That's probably a lack of self-detection. I don't know what to say next. Let's go, Fluffy Panda. With the fucking nonstop, pretty intricate grammar. I gotta say, fucking Fluffy Panda, dog. Shout out Fluffy Panda and Terra 1016. You guys pretty much were like part of the collab of the day.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Bro. There had to be a million collabs today, bro. I don't want to be like cocky about it, but like, I think that was the collab of the day, bro. Possibly the week ever, you know? But I like that, dude. That was cool.
That was fun.
That was fun, bro. Hey, so I think at this point, man, let's go ahead. I do want to have you back on. I think you're dropping the album on October 31st, right? You said Monday,
yes, sir.
The 31st.
Halloween.
So make sure you guys, there's that link that's in the description. What I always do, if I want to remember something, little life hack here, is most phones have like a note thing, you know, and I'll just like copy and paste something into my notes and put like, you know, a date on it, and I'll look at it, or I'll put it on my Google Calendar. But definitely make sure that you put that link somewhere. Come back to this video if you have to, but on 10/31, go check out the new project. I want to have you on after that, bro. I want to talk.
Yeah, I would love to come back, bro, and talk a little bit. I think you'll be thoroughly impressed with the new project. If you know, in our Discord today, one of the homies that's producing on it, he literally made it. I wasn't planning on putting this song on it, but it's gonna go on it. But yeah, he literally made the beat, and I recorded the song, and everybody just watched, you know. So that was, and then there was people blowing glass and doing other things while that's all going on. So that was it's cool, man. It's a blessing, and I look forward to sharing a little more inside my mind and fuckery that has to do with villains. So
yeah, dude. And then I'm looking forward to that, man. And I'm always like, you know, I'm stoked to hear the new project, especially after you just gave us some insight and all that good stuff. But maybe just to open invitations, because anyone watching now, obviously it's live. Shout out to everybody watching live, to you guys. If you're here with us still, you know, obviously we appreciate you, and anyone who was live in the experience. But for those watching on YouTube, because it gets posted to YouTube and it stays up, maybe it's just an open invitation right now, dude. Maybe that night we set aside the last like 15 minutes for an open invitation rap battle. If you just want to hop on, dude, because anybody I can send a link to, and you could fucking, like we were talking about earlier, it's all about putting yourself in position. For the
absolutely.
You know? So why not hop on? You know, why not have a moment that could lead to another cool moment? I mean, it's
of course
that or not doing it. So why not try?
Yeah.
Well, let's do that, dude. Like, let's challenge whoever wants some beef, you know, or rap battle, you know, come get it. That's what we're saying right now. You know, to anybody, you know. But I think that'd be fun, bro, because I enjoyed the hell out of freestyling with you.
Yeah, that was fun as hell, bro. You know, we try to do that, you know, as much as possible, and I have tons of other homies from the collective that are doing that same shit, bro. So,
bro, invite them, bro. Next time we'll get
we're gonna run it
to like 6 people, bro. So,
thank you, Fluffy.
You know, respond to a deal over, you know, being a part of this podcast. We'll definitely do another one. Everybody make sure you go check out his stuff. And
thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, y'all have a great night, man. Check out bornevil.com, bornevil.tv. Follow me on Twitter at Absyrd. Follow me on all outlets, ABSYRD. Come fuck with us one time for the one time. Shout out to the underdogs. Shout outs my dog Santo Paso. Shout outs to the gang, most of all, communitybookclub.org. You know the fucking vibes. Do kicks like Cobra Kai. Bop.